welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as I promised, I am going to do the introduction for the international couple relationship. Okay, so on this video I will be talking for the Filipina side, meaning we will be talking a lot about foreigners. Okay, so before we start, disclaimer, this is not a tutorial. This is only based on my opinion and experience, and if you want to follow it, and if you want to make it as a guide for your life, then that's good. I am happy to help, and I'm not here to offend anybody of any race. So I think let's get started. Let me give you a quick story of my husband and I. Our story: I met my husband online on a dating site. He wasn't the first foreigner that I dated. I was pretty active on the dating scene way back because I was single, so why not, right? Okay, so but in some point of dating, I decided to have a preference. Maybe that's the reason why I actually found him, right? We didn't have the traditional way of dating for me, I think, because we met online, we chatted a little bit, and then we already decided how are we gonna meet. So probably we were just chatting for about 2 weeks, trying to fix our schedule, and then when are we meeting. And then so our first meeting, actually, we meet for one drink and that's it, just to see face to face and then see how we are in person. I think that's very important in dating scene. So yeah, we met for a drink, one drink, and then after that, I think we both think that okay, that was just okay. But then for me, when I met him, I was like, my first impression was actually like, okay, he was so tall, and it was like, wow, he's so tall. And then I was like, okay, yep, he's actually 6'4". Anyway, going back to the story, so after the very first meeting, we didn't meet until for a month because I was busy working, and then he went back to Europe, and then I think for a month we met again. And then when he went back to Manila because he was working here, actually, that's the time that we tried to meet again. We went to Boracay pretty early on dating, and I still remember that when we arrived Saturday, I had to go straight to work. In 6 months, we were like dating. Nobody asked what's the status of the relationship. For us, we didn't really need to know what's the status, because it's like we were okay for each other, and then we were both happy. I think that the time that we confirmed that we are really in a relationship, when I invited him to go to my place, which he was able to meet my family and my 2 kids. And then that's the time, that was Christmas Day actually, and then he met everyone, my family, and then he was able to try the video okay as well. That was in span of 8 months dating, and then we continued traveling together wherever our schedule is free. And then he asked me if I want to go to Germany with him and then to meet the family, and I was like, sure. It was winter time. Maybe that was a test from him, and then see my reaction in a winter country. I've never been to a winter country before, so I've never seen snow that time, so I was like pretty excited, and I was like, wow, this is like totally adventure. But my very, very unforgettable moment was when we arrived at the airport, getting out of the plane, not realizing the temperature will be like less than 0 degrees. And he didn't tell me that I should change my clothes, the one that I'm wearing from Manila, which is like pretty thin. It's a shirt and pants, but thin. Coming from tropical country, right? The moment I stepped out of the plane, I was like, I froze, like literally frozen, because it was really cold. And then I was thinking, there's no heater here? It's like, you know, and then he didn't even told me that I should change my clothes. So that was like a shocked, you know. And then I realized, oh my God, we are really completely in a different world. Like, you know, this is like different world for me because I've never been to a winter country. That was really funny. I met his family. Everything was good. We traveled all over Europe. At the time that I realized this is really getting serious and there's no way back anymore. After the trip, we went back to Manila and then continued the relationship, and then that's the time that I learned German. We were not planning to actually go to Germany for good or something, but I mean, you know, this is the thing. If you are in a relationship, you want to know how it is, or how, I mean, just for the language itself, try to learn what are they speaking, right? And for me, I found it really interesting, so I learned the German for a year. It was really exciting. It wasn't easy, but at least I learned a lot. At least I can speak something like, ich heiße Remi und ich komme auf den Philippinen. Or, das ist nett von dir. Ich liebe dich. See? Isn't it that cool that you actually can speak other language other than the language you know? And so by the time passed, I get to learn more about his job, his passion, and there were so many discoveries between him and me through each day. Until January 2017, he proposed to me. Yay! He proposed to me, and then January 2018, we got married in Germany at the City Hall. And then February 2018, we got married here in the Philippines. And until now, we continue to travel more, and we think our relationship is really, really happy. Yeah. Now I want to talk about what we have here in my introduction video. And to start that, the very first question is, why is it great to have a foreigner partner? And to answer that personally, these are the reasons why. They are responsible, family-oriented, hardworking, loving, open-minded, caring, and very respectful. But you have to remember that not everybody created equal, and not everybody created the same. So it doesn't mean you meet a foreigner, they have all the qualities that I mentioned. These varies person to person. It's like everywhere you go in the world anyway. But if you happen to meet the right one, I would definitely say that they would have at least a few of these qualities. Question: what are the chances or the opportunities that could happen to you if you happen to end up having a foreigner partner? Okay, so I have few reasons why. First, this could be really exciting. Why? Just on the cultural differences that we have, that is already on an exciting part. This can play a big role on the relationship. There are a lot to learn and to find out, and you know, we will talk about more of this on the future episodes. So, second, let's talk about the language. For example, the basic, of course, if you want to practice your English, date a foreigner. Yeah, I mean, right? Why not? If you really want to practice it, they will not judge your grammar, for sure. I mean, in their mind, we are Filipino, and our mother tongue is actually not English. However, we have this reputation in some other countries that Filipinos speak very good English. So, yeah. But the thing is, if you're talking with a foreigner, it's much easier. As long as you're understandable, they would appreciate it. It's different from talking with Filipinos, actually. We Filipinos are we are very perfectionist in terms of grammar error. And then actually my own experience, I took dating a foreigner to actually practice my English. I think for me, the most important part is to actually speak with confidence. Even if you have the very basic English, that's fine. Just speak with confidence, and then they will actually understand. Then if you happen to meet someone that the English is not the native language, then this is more adventure or exciting, because it can become a great opportunity and self-challenge for you to learn the language. Imagine speaking Italian, French, German, and other language that we don't know it exists. This might even give you job opportunities in the future. Third reason is the travel opportunities will be higher, right? I mean, first thing is, if you and him are planning to be serious, he will definitely bring you to his hometown. Where is he from? At least he should. And we will talk about that on future episodes as well. So yeah, I mean, it could be US or Europe or some other countries. Where is he from? So that's already a travel opportunity, which can be really exciting. Also, foreigners are more adventurous in terms of traveling. I think it's in their spirit. If you like traveling, then that's good. If you don't, then you're screwed. Just kidding. I mean, you can travel on your own as well, but it is always better to travel with your partner. So these are the good qualities. Probably now you're more interested in them. Yeah, now the question is, what are the types of the foreigners that you could possibly meet? Here are the possible types. Number one, the traveler. Yep, there are different kinds of traveler. And number one is tourist, the explorer. These are the people that go for a holiday twice a year. Normally they go different places every time. Who knows when they are back? Maybe if they keep contact with them, maybe they will be back, but who knows? They are tourists. They go places to places. And I will talk about that more later. And then we have a regular traveler. Same with the tourist, however. So they travel once or twice a year, but they keep coming back on the same place of their favorite. So they keep like a favorite list, and then every year when they travel, they just keep going back on their favorite places. Okay, number three is business travelers. So they travel for work. Obviously, they stay like 1 to 5 days, the shortest, and 3 weeks, the longest. So they could be back. So those are the types of traveler. And then the number two possible types is the retired people. Those decided to spend the rest of their lives here in the Philippines, staying here for good. They could be, I think, normally like soldier, military, business people. They could be anybody. Number three are those foreigners that had a failed relationship with a Filipina. Yep, those who came to the Philippines with reason to meet someone that they could possibly end up marrying, but when they came here, the relationship failed. Who knows what happened, but there are a lot of stories of that here in the Philippines. Those foreigners choose to stay here to actually try it again, to find another one again. So either they stay here for good, or they just stay until they find the right one. Yeah. And then number four is online, which is the very obvious one. There are different types of foreigners that you could meet online, and we will go through with that. Those foreigners seeking for Filipino partner. Normally you found them on the dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, Filipino Cupid. Normally also they are not here in the Philippines. They are maybe somewhere else like Europe, US, and they will find one that they will be chatting for a while, and then they will decide in the future if they are gonna come here and then finally meet you and then build life together. Another type of online is those only looking for friends and casual fun. Yeah, if you like that, then yes, you can find that online on the dating site. Meaning they just want to have, maybe they just want to have fun, and maybe just friends and fun, obviously. So yeah, those are the possible types that you could meet. Another question would be, where can you possibly meet and find them? There are a lot of ways to meet one. First one is socially, maybe in the bar, restaurant, coffee shops, like tourist cities, okay? Next one would be places like holiday destinations. Here in the Philippines, beaches, museums, historical places that tourists could possibly go. Last one is, yeah, that I mentioned earlier, online dating apps. All right, I think I covered mostly the basic and the general information on this introduction video. And maybe if you have more to add, please comment down below, and then yeah, it could help people as well. And on my next video, I'll be talking more about this, which if you are not yet subscribed, probably do it now so you will get update on my next videos. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye.